Hello and welcome to the new video. Today we're going to take a look at all the news that happened for Pokemon Go and generally Pokemon over the last few weeks generally, because there's a lot coming to Pokemon Go which I haven't really talked about yet. And yeah, of course, today we had the Pokemon Direct. Today is the Pokemon's birthday, so 30th birthday anniversary here for Pokemon. What we have are the new 3 starters for the new games, Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. Of course, those are... honestly, I like all of them. I like all 3 of them. I think they all have a lot of potential for their evolution. We don't know how they're going to evolve. Let me know down below which one you're going to pick in the comment section. But of course, that is just Pokemon. We're going to take a look now at what is happening in Pokemon Go, because there is actually way more happening than what I expected, because based on the announcement during the Direct, I felt like Pokemon Go didn't really get too much announced, but now looking at it afterwards, actually the 30th anniversary event here, on the 10th anniversary event for Pokemon Go, is actually quite crazy good. Like it's very much something that has never happened before, and it's going to be very interesting as far as I can see it. I'm not sure based on the wording on how it's actually going to be, but based on what we have here, it's going to be a lot of legendaries in the wild. Like, that's going to be basically what's going to happen here. Most likely they're going to be rare, but there's going to be, you're going to see later, there's going to be an extra event. We're going to have extra legendaries in the wild. But we have here the Go Pass Deluxe, where you're going to be able to get some cool items. It's a bit cheaper than usual, I think. Like, usually it's a little bit more. I think it's like an $8 one now. But this is going to be somewhere where you're going to be able to get some interesting Pokemon. You get like some rewards here with a Kanto with Mewtwo, Pokemon that are first day discovered in Kanto. Except Candy, if you go for the Deluxe Pass, you're going to get additional encounters with Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. From the last one, where we had now Hooper in it, which I forgot, which I couldn't get a video done yet towards as well, you're actually able to get currently for the current Go Tour, the pass, and get the premium one, get the Hooper, and the Hooper is a level 15 version. If you put it back to the normal, like not the unbound Hooper, for the confined Hooper, you're going to be able to get it for below 1500 CP. I hope this is going to be the same here for Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres for yourself, which would be amazing for you, because then you're going to have those Pokemon again for the Great League, because Articuno got buffed, Zapdos got buffed, but it was actually very solid before as well for the Great League, but it was very difficult to get them. Now you might have the opportunity to get them here, but you're definitely going to have the opportunity to get them there. Because what you also have, by the way, Mewtwo is, I think, even a level 15 too high for the Great League. The other thing that's going to be happening here is basically, yeah, the all-out event, which has a separate thing as well, which you're going to see there as well. But the event brings back almost all Pokemon that ever have appeared in Pokemon Go. Explore different biomes for wild spawns, take on expanded raids, including legendary Pokemon and trainer Pikachu. Hatch baby Pokemon from 2 km, enjoy bosses like instants that may lead to legendary encounters and more frequent wild spawns. And this is what is kind of interesting here, because here we have the wild encounters for this event, where we're going to have here the Dragonite, Alakazam, Pikachu, like some cool things here that you're going to be able to get, like evolved Pokemon from Kanto. That's for the main event generally, I think, from the beginning, and you might be able to already get Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. But there is now the extra part for the last 2 days of this event, which is going to be the all-out version for it, from the Saturday until the Monday. Actually, it's for 3 days then. And this is going to be more interesting, because instants activated during the event may lead to encounters with legendary Pokemon, if you're lucky. Wild Pokemon will appear more frequently, so like more spawn pool, but also the option to get legendary Pokemon from instants. And not only like the 3 that we hear just now, because if you see here, wild encounters, you may encounter almost all Pokemon in their natural habitat that have made their Pokemon Go debut. Most Pokemon that have ever appeared in Pokemon Go will return. That's great. And here it says which Pokemon are not included, including mythical Pokemon, Ultra Beast, or certain species of Pokemon that are not normally found in the wild. I guess that most likely is going to be something where we have legendaries, but I could see that maybe some of like those roaming legendaries that you had before could be available as well. Because what I'm finding quite interesting, and I don't know if it's now because based on the event that we currently have happening, is that there was a promotion picture towards the event, which is here the all-out event. And what we see here is something that I think must be kind of meaning that we're gonna get them in the wild. Because what you see here is like there's Dialga, there is something like the Articuno, there's the Palkia on the picture, there is the Lugia on the picture. A lot of legendary Pokemon. I don't know why they would have the all-out event here with all of those promoted if they wouldn't be part of it. But then again, you have Deoxys down here on the side, which is specifically said to not appear in here because it's a mythical Pokemon. So I don't know. And then again though, you have as well here, certain species are not normally found in the wild, okay, but including the following. So I guess that's basically the Pokemon that are out of the question, which is Mewtwo, okay, legendary Pokemon, Smeargle, Shedinja, Kecleon, Giratina, Zoroark, Larvesta, Volcarona, Scatterbug, Spupa, Vivillon, Zygarde, Mudbray, Mudsdale, Cosmog, Cosmoem, Morpeko, Eternatus, Kupfu, Urshifu, Maushold, and Dunsparce, Gimmighoul, and Gholdengo. Which I do think that every legendary other than this are going to be in the wild, which is wild. Like we're going to have basically, yeah, all of like the Generation 5 legendaries. There's so many for them, for example. They're all going to be available. You might find yourself some, I don't know, Curemon in the wild with that. At least that's on how I read this, because like you have the promotion picture where you have like literally multiple legendary Pokemon there as well. They are currently, yeah, they were in raids now recently, but like I don't think that makes sense to promote it for an event that's like over a week after when they were in raids. So all of those Pokemon are going to be in the wild, which is kind of crazy. A lot of legendary Pokemon. We have to really see on what's going to happen there. We have a lot of Pikachus that you're going to be able to get, and here are some Pokemon that you're going to get through the raids. All the Ultra Beast, for example, and Darkrai as a mythical Pokemon are going to be available here, as well as the legendary birds of the first generation there. Of course, some are going to be depending on which hemisphere you're on. And honestly, I had no idea that we had that many baby Pokemon just generally. Like, I had no idea that we had 19 different baby Pokemon. Like, that is quite a bit. But yeah, those are all going to be available through X, which is kind of cool. And yeah, that is going to be a fantastic event, I would say. Like, legendary Pokemon in the wild, we haven't had that in ages. And then we're going to have some other events which I kind of still want to go over a little bit. We have the Pokopia event, which is going to be starting at March 10th. Pokopia is going to be out at March 5th, so like 5 days after the actual event happening, because we have the other event going on at the same time. Higher chance of getting shiny Sudowoodo and shiny Zorua, as well as Ditto wearing a hat and a cap. We see them here as well. The game itself looks amazing. I can't wait to play the game as well. I think it's, honestly, it looks amazing. It's like a mixture between Minecraft and Animal Crossing with Pokemon. And has a lot of very good critic reviews already as well towards it. So I think it's an amazing game to get. Most likely one of the best Pokemon games of all time based on what people are saying. But also the best thing here is of course the Ditto eye mask that you're going to be able to get, and there's going to be some cool stickers that can promote that with. Also specifically here the Tangrowth, which has a cool costume. We have the Snorlax that is very specific to this game, as well as the Pikachu, which is also going to be a specific new Pokemon for that, which maybe if they're gonna be kind of more relevant, might even find their way into Pokemon Go in a future event. Could be. Like we had promotion events like the Armored Mewtwo before, so it could be the case that we're gonna get those as well in Pokemon Go. Hopefully get some more interesting things. We have 2 more events that we have to kind of cover here in this video. One is going to be the Scorbunny Community Day. It's very likely not going to be a strong Pokemon. So far, Pyroball is not in the game code as far as I know. I thought I saw it, but I don't. It's currently at least not here on PokePoke. Cinderace itself is lacking great fast moves. Like you have Fire Spin, Tackle, and that already kills this Pokemon. Like you're a pure Fire type with bad fast moves, and like this is the thing. No matter what this Pokemon is gonna do, it's cool to have the new shiny. Pyroball with a 75 power, very likely 40 energy is what I expect from it. Is very solid, don't get me wrong, it's a good move. If it's 35 energy, it might actually have some potential. But anything else, this Pokemon is very likely just going to be a filler for you. Of course, shiny and whatever is going to be nice as well for it. But this is basically it. Actually, good research. Like the research actually got a little bit better. It's more expensive now as well, but there are a lot more things that you can get from it. Cool shiny as you can see here as well. Here's everything together as well. But it's not a community day that's particularly interesting for either raids or anything else. But the other community days afterwards kind of got teased already. We are very likely going to get Lechonk afterwards, or the Tinkatink. Both of them definitely going to be for the season, which is cool. Like those are going to be very nice community days, generally speaking. But we have to see on where they're going to be. Another final one for this video here is going to be the Bug Out Event 2026. This is going to be happening here on March 17th, which going to feature some Bug-type Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Different Pokemon will be attracted from regular lures during the event. Paras, Combi, Cutiefly, attracted to regular lure modules will have an increased chance to be shiny. So like lures are definitely worth it here, which is kind of nice, but I think there's still half an hour at this point. That's not really that great. But yeah, you're going to be able to get the Blipbug, Dottler, as well as Orbeetle. Orbeetle itself Has a very nice stats for PvP. Has really, really nice stats for PvP. Amazing defense, and like HP is okay and attack is a little bit lower. The issue is it doesn't have great moves at all. It's a bug in Psychic type Pokemon, which is already a problematic typing because they have quite a lot of weaknesses, which you see here as well in Bug, Dark, Fire, Flying, Ghost, and Rock. But yeah, while you have great defensive stats, you don't have really offensive power with this Pokemon at all, because what you have as move pool is currently, yeah, Confusion, Struggle Bug, Bug Buzz, and Psychic. What could be the case is that they still add more moves before this Pokemon gets released, which could change this Pokemon quite a bit, because Orbeetle itself would have potential if it would get better moves. Confusion is already alright, but the charge moveset is really lackluster, so it's not going to be very good anytime soon, unless they're going to change it. Otherwise, here we're going to have the Go Pass bug out as well. You apparently get now Go Pass for every event as well, which is kind of a bit mad. Yeah, that's kind of a favor for a Go Pass. I mean, it's basically just the time research and a little bit better, but like they make it a bit too more expensive in my opinion for it. What you're gonna get here for the free one and for the deluxe one, you can get some more, yeah, premium items basically, more additional encounters for event themed things, and even more goodies. So basically it doesn't even say what it is. But you're gonna get this Sizzlipede for the first time as a shiny, which is kind of cool, which is going to be available the entire time through lure modules. They have different kind of yeah, days where they can spawn different kind of Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Of course, Paras as well as Combi has an extra Stardust towards it as well. Pipluck is going to be here. Blipbug is going to be here, added as a 1-star rate. Fantastic. Can't say the name at all. But we're going to have a nice shiny here inside the Scorch. It's actually a really cool shiny. I like the shiny a lot. I think it's really cool. We're going to have here some, yeah, of course, shiny boosted Pokemon. But that's going to be it. Of course, quite a lot of information. We got new starters here for Generation 10, which is going to be releasing to 2027, quite a bit later than people expected, me included. But it is what it is. Maybe with all of the leaks, kind of got delayed. Who knows? The game itself, if you looked at the trailer, it looks amazing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.